Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, it's going to be a TVZ from TSL9, that's Team Liquid's StarCraft 9, here on Waterfall. It's Maru versus Serral from the grand final. Bottom left, going to be Serral. Top right, gonna be Maru. Alright, so these two players, when they come together, it is explosive, it is fireworks, it is intense. And maybe Maru's going to pull out his mech build versus Serral in this game. He beat him once already, back a few months ago, so he has that in his back pocket. Alright, so this is Waterfall, a map for TSL9. So natural, ramp leading up to it. That is very happy for Protoss and Terran players. A nice and easy to take third. Ramp leading up, ramp leading up. Ramp leading up to this, a bridge, and a Rich Vespine Geyser on either side that is hard to take. And yeah, other than that, everything is pretty darn standard here, right? Right. No proxies here from Maru, but Terra the Overlord checking it out anyway. Because, you know, you gotta respect Maru's proxy game. You have to respect every Terran's proxy game, right? If you unscout, if you don't scout a proxy, you're gonna die to it. Unless you're a rogue, maybe. 16, 18, 17 timing here from Serral. We've got a 1-Rax expand timing. No Reaper, just a Marine. Alright. A-okay. But Serral's gonna make two sets of Zerglings anyway. And a factory coming down here from Maru. Excellent. So very, very standard opening for both of these players. Yeah, 2 sets of Lings coming in. They're going to recognize a Reaper's not showing up, so they'll probably move across the map at some point here. Marine at the top of the ramp to try to discourage them from doing that. Yeah, second gas. I mean, everything is extraordinarily standard here for both of these players. Third base timing from Serral is going to be pretty soon. I'd have to say, is he not bothering with speed? Wait, what did he do? Wait. Did he get speed? Oh. Why doesn't he have... Wait, so he's got an extractor, but that's just optional, apparently. He's not getting any gas at all. What a weirdo. What is this? Why would he get an extractor and not saturate it whatsoever? He has no gas. Wait, what the heck? No, he's starting metabolic boost? I'm sorry, I gotta back this up. What the heck happened there? So, okay, so he has a... So he gathered 100. And then he immediately pulled off once he got 100. And then he waited, and he waited, and he waited, and he waited, and I don't know. I guess he waited until he got this third base at 224, and then got 100 gas, or 100 minerals, and then spent 100 on speed. Is that what happened here? Yeah. Okay, fair enough, dude. Fair. Nope. Nope. He went for some drones first, and then he went for speed. Wow, okay, so super delayed speed opening, which maybe he's a little bit, like, curious about. Yeah, this Ling comes across, scouts the expansion, gets up the ramp a little bit, doesn't end up seeing anything up there, which is unfortunate, but it's going to be Hellions. Like, you know it's Hellions. Oh, early Widowmines here for Maru, too. And a Starport. Ooh, maybe some Widowmine drop play. That could be interesting. We've seen him take down some really good Zerg players with that, most notably a Laser. A really elite European Zerg. I mean, not on the level of Serral and Raynor, but he's still pretty good. And man, Maru a couple years ago just made him look just absolutely helpless against the Widowmine drops. In a way that I still remember that game. Like, I watched that forever ago. And it's still buried into my mind because I was like, oh, this poor Zerg player. Maru is bullying him, and Maru does that. Maru will bully all of your favorite Zerg players for sure. And that's why Terran fans are here watching, right? Because Maru is like the one Terran hope right now. He's the guy. Where's everybody else? Right? TY seems to be gone. Innovation isn't playing at a level of Maru close to anymore. Alive's not happening. I mean, who else is out there? Who is the hope? I mean, Maru's only 24. Is that old in esports times? It kind of is. Anyway, little Marine Widowmine drop. Okay, I'm down with this. This is nice. Queens recognizing what's happening here. I think this Ling caught a glimpse of that. Hellions poking around. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, this dropship coming in, but there's Lings that should be... Yep, Ling's going to respond to this perfectly, and yeah, unloading here is going to be rough. Super rough. Oh, no, gets it. Goes for the unload. No. Widowmine unloads, gets a single drone. Beautiful pull there from Serral. And yeah, I mean, look, that's why he's got the Overlords out. That's why he's got this Ling sitting right here. That's why he has this Overlord here, is because he's poking around. He knows. It's really hard to sneak something in on Serral, really at any point in the game. I mean, he's just going to put his Overlords out in places. He's going to put Lings out in places where it's hard for you to sneak up on him. Really frustrating for sure. Quick Raven from Maru here, too, and a third CC. Now coming in. It's not a crazy fast third CC, but whatever. It's cool. A Raven here to clear creep. And I guess maybe for, like, auto turrets and stuff, too. Oh, Medevac's taking some hits. Not what you want to be doing there, ladies and gentlemen. Got birds on this map. Got all this green and flowers and pine trees, and there's a river running through it. This is such a beautiful map. Whoa, those Hellions drove through that river. I mean, I guess it's not a very deep one. So queens are like, we can't handle this. Where's the rest of my queens? I don't know, man. No Baneling nest. Lings are on the way, so Ling Queen gonna have to do this thing. Widowmine friendly fire! God, killing a bunch of Lings there, but doing a bunch of damage to those Hellions as well. Oh, Medevac dies. That's hard. God, Maru really should have paid attention and kept that Medevac a little bit more alive. He would have really wanted to do that. Fourth base from Serral is under threat here, but, I mean, this army is not... Whoa, hold on. The Marines are actually... Oh, where the heck did the Lings not come from? Oh, canceled again. Double cancel on Serral's fourth base, but he immediately replants it again. Regardless, Serral is not going to be dissuaded here. This is not good for Maru. Like, he went for a little bit of an earlier push with Raven, with Hellions, Medevac, Marines, but he was able to cancel the fourth base, but that was about it. I mean, what has he killed here? 13 Lings. 13 Lings. I think that was the Widowmine shot, too. The Queens are all still fine, which is massive for Serral. Keeping those alive is a big deal. Nice snap on that Creep Tumor, though. This one, too. This is why we don't, you know, Ravens are recommended by a lot of players. They're like, hey, guys, or fans who are watching, right? Why don't they make Ravens to clear creep? It's so much cheaper than using, you know, scans effectively instead of, you know, mules. It's just because Ravens are slow, right? Ravens, when they're trying to retreat off creep, the Queens can catch them and get shots off on them, and they're slower than the Hellions are, so they lag behind. That's the only reason. We don't see Ravens very much, but Maru's like, I have control. I have exceptional micro control, and I'll keep them alive, and he's not wrong about that. Kept the Raven alive so far. So it's going to be all of this bio, though, right? Marines, 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 Marines. God, this setup map is so bright. It's like this white glaring almost. Like, I suppose if you're watching this, like, in bed or something, and it's all dark around you, and every time I go over here, it's like, whoa! Super bright, super bright. Creep spread, pushing regardless, man. How many tumors have gone down? 13 have already gone down. Good grief. Yeah, it's a lot. That is a lot of creep tumors to die. But upgrades on the way from both players. I mean, it's all everything we've seen before here. Nothing crazy whatsoever that I can see in that production tab or anything else. Just Serral's so at 5 bases and Maru's on 3. And it's just like, look, if Terran can do a ton of damage in the first... This attack right here, if he can do a ton of damage with this attack, he'll be in a fine position to win the game. Oh, but Lings got into the third base and killed 7 SCVs. Oh, Banelings did. Specifically, great. So yeah, take down a base, kill 5 or 6 queens. Yeah, all this stuff. Oh, the auto turrets. Auto turrets putting in work. Queen down. Yeah, just almost trying to kill another one. The Lings and the Banelings roll on through and clear everything else out, and Serral is fine. Now, if this was any other Terran player on Earth, I would be like, Serral's won the game. Right there. That's it. Statistically, if you can't do enough damage to a Zerg player in the first 7 or 8 minutes, they're just going to overwhelm you. As a Terran player, it's just how the meta is right now. But Maru is special. Maru is not someone who will go gently into that good night after not doing as much damage on that 7-minute attack. Look at these creep tumors on this bridge. How does that work? I can't even see creep on it. What a weird visual. But yeah, look, Serral's fine. Serral is so happy. He lost 1 drone. He hasn't lost a hatch. He got 1 canceled a couple times. So that sort of counts, but I got refunds on both. So, like, not a huge deal, I would say. So 1-1's done for the Lings and Banes, which is massive. 1-1 is also done for Maru's infantry units. He needs a 4th base, I would say, which is what this is right here. Maru's working on that 4th base. The upgrades tell me maybe Ultras. If you're getting 2-2 for your Lings and Banes at 9 minutes, it feels like Ultras are in the future. Except Ultras are super bad against Terran, and I mean, especially if it's Maru, who knows how to use Ghosts to great effect. I remember, I think it was Beyond, back in the day, Ultralisks were really, really hard for Terrans to deal with. There are a couple reasons for that. One is Ultras had extra armor than they had 8. Also, Marauders did 2 attacks instead of 1 big one. So that was really bad against Ultralisks too, right? Because big swings are better than smaller swings. So Terrans are like, we can't handle Ultralisks. Ultras come out and we die. We're going to hold that thought. Maru attacking on the left side of the main. The attack on the right side is getting cleaned up quite nicely, though, or at least getting shadowed. And yeah, this is not happening. Maru not finding any space to land. These Lings are just patrolling. This is ultimate frustration for the Terran player right now. He wants to land. He wants to harass. And Serral's just like, I'm everywhere, fool. 6th base is coming up here, too. But yeah, so everyone is struggling to death against Ultralisks. Oh, we got an unload. Where did those Lings go? That's another canceled base at the 6th. Okay. All right. Maru's getting little victories here and there. That's maybe what he needs. Adrenal glands coming in. Viper's on the way. 34 more Lings. Maybe an attack into this 3rd base here would be... Oh, man. We checks to see. There's Marines and a couple tanks here. Not enough to stop me. Who's going to wait for Adrenal? Not I. The Lings just come right on in. They're not going to win this battle. Not even close. You know, they killed some Marines. They killed, like, a tank, I think, but just putting some fear of Zerg into Maru there. Anyway, so Beyond's like, you know what's really good against Ultras is Snipe, because that ability existed back then. So yeah, he was the first player to be like, I'm going to make 8 Ghosts. I'm going to snipe your 4 Ultras. Pa-pa, 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 and they're all going to die, and you're going to look terrible. And bam, that was it. Every Terran player was like, oh, okay, yeah. This has been the answer we've been looking for. We've had it the whole time. And yeah, so Beyond made Ultras look terrible, and then they did some other stuff to nerf the Ultras. They gave them less armor. They gave the Marauders the 1 big attack instead of the 2 smaller attacks. And now Ultras are bad. There's maybe overtuned a little bit here, but man, oh, that's a missile attack upgrade. It's got to be Lurker. Serral's going to be like, all right, look, Lingbane Queen was awesome to this stage of the game. I'm still getting Adrenal, obviously, because Lings will be a big part of this game for the rest of the match, but Ultras are bad. So tell you what, let's get maybe some Hydras out. Yeah, and we're definitely going to get some Lurkers. I'd be shocked if we didn't get a Lurker den in this game. Okay, these Lings were doing this before. Then they evacuated the premises, and I was like, guys. And then that base got canceled. Yep, same thing here. Yeah, this is how you deal with drops if you don't have a Spire. This is like, take notes. You have to have Lings, and eventually Lings and Banes at every single base to stop drops. If you don't have any Mutos or Corruptors flying around to deal with these drop ships. These medevacs that are just so happily hanging out here. We're setting up for a huge attack. Huge attack. There's a planetary. There are 3 tanks. Blinding Cloud's going to be needed here. There's the Blinding Cloud. Did that whiff? EMP? The Blinding Cloud, the other tank down. Adrenal Gland Lings are mean. That's enough mainly to get the planetary. Oh, got to pull back a little bit. Finish off that planetary. 10 SCVs die as well. 7th base gets killed. Nice kill there by Maru, but man, losing your own 4th while killing the Zerg 7th, the numbers are just not going to work out there. Serral's taking the other Rich Vespine Geyser base on the other side of the map too. This we're going to call this his 7th, I guess, and this will be his 8th. This is looking tough. This is looking dicey for our dude Maru right here. And I know what I said. Everybody but Maru would be in a lot of trouble after the opening 10 minutes. But even Maru here is just not in a good spot, which doesn't mean he can't win. He can pull rabbits out of hats, this guy can. Especially against somebody like Serral. So let's give him a chance to do a hip-hop dance. Interesting. Blue Flame Hellbat follow-up here. Yeah, I don't... saving it? Yeah, saving it. Okay, so he saves his 7th, and his 8th is going to pop here in a couple minutes. Yeah, man. I mean, Serral's getting a bank at this stage. The income tab is actually in Maru's favor right now, that's just the power of mules, man. It's 79 workers on 7 distinct bases here for Serral, and he doesn't have as much income as the Terran player does. That's insane. He's still mining from his main, too. Look, Serral's got a macro hatch. No shame in macro hatches, as Hearthstone would say. Well, you can say it with more words, but still, that's the point. Yeah, this creep spread, though. Man, for all the tumors that have died today, Serral's just like, you know what? No. Absolutely not. You're not stopping my creep spread. Parasitic Bomb, beautiful split by Maru. Like 6 split by Maru. Comes in. He's actually repairing through the Parasitic Bomb. Doesn't last forever. I guess that's not a terrible idea. Creep spread. Okay, so now Maru's officially at a position where he can't expand without killing creep. There's creep spread on both of the places that he wanted to expand to next. This is bad. Look, Maru's maxed out. Okay, a maxed out Maru is a terrible thing. And a terrifying thing. Like, a terrible in, like, the biblical sense. Great and terrible is the day, right? What? Oh, and the Hydras are out. They're killing medevacs now. Awesome. Okay, so there we go. So those are the first 2 medevacs to die today, right? That is, okay, 5 total have gone down. I guess, oh, Queen killed 1 in the early stages. I guess maybe Queen's got another couple. But yeah, it's plus, oh man. And there's your Lurker Den. I knew it. I knew we were getting a Lurker Den. He's getting Pathogen Glands. He's getting Burrow. He's doing all much good stuff. I can't change this to red versus blue, by the way, because TSL didn't force them to do red versus blue. Dude, is this base going to die to tank fire? Ah, the base does die to tank fire. All right, but Serral's going to try to avenge that base with everything he's got, which is all of the Ling Bane you've ever seen before. Oh, man. Can't quite push into that base, but cleared out this high ground, resetting up some creep tumors, keeping the Terran player out of there. And besides, this 8th base is over here anyway. It's cool. It's cool. Oh, the Terran... Okay, Maru was able to push the creep back enough to actually take a 5th, which I was worried about for him. Creep tumor. Do not finish. Okay, that's big for Maru. Those tumors going down would suck. But there's a Raven to make sure that doesn't happen. See, look. That's what I'm talking about. Maru's really insanely good at this game. And maxed out to maxed out. So sure, Serral can get in here and get some damage done, but Maru's not going to die from this. Oh, hang on. Maybe he is. There's a lot of Banelings rolling in here. Lings are trying to kill the tanks before the Banelings have to hit them. But yeah, tank down, tank down, tank down, tank down, tank down. I mean, reducing this tank count is so nice for future battles. Oh, and he burrows a Ling to deny the base there. I guess the Raven's still here. Doesn't have to waste a scan. He hasn't had to waste any scans today on clearing creep or clearing burrowed Zerglings. How nice is that? Is that the same Raven that he's had the entire game? Yeah, he hasn't lost a Raven today. So that's it. Where is this Raven? You are a hero. You have 9 kills and you're responsible for the deaths of so many creep tumors and that burrowed Zergling too. You're doing some work with this creep. This creep is insane, pushing up into this 3rd base like this. Serral's like, well, I'm just going to mash my face on your base again. You're never going to be able to expand here, man. My goal right now is that you never, ever, ever, ever expand to that 5th base location. And, like, Maru's not going to tap out here, but he's got to be so dang frustrated. Banelings. The SCVs are like, can we repair? Not a good idea. Oh, this is so bad. 20, okay, planetary down, 25 SCVs dead. That might actually be the death knell. So many Banelings. Like, Maru, his 4th base is dead. His 5th base is not happening. This creep is so annoying that Maru has to keep pushing it back. This is Serral in full control of this match. Absolutely the fullest McMullist control of this match. Man. I don't know why, but I'm remembering I've got a rant for you guys. Hey, YouTube's copyright system, dumb again. There's a website called Ben Sound, where I got a song from back in 2015 or 16 or so, like several years ago. And I use it for the end song for my videos for a couple of years. Not now, but a couple of, like, just for a couple of years, and then I switched it up. And so somebody entered that song into YouTube's copyright database. And YouTube does not check if they own it. Anyway, blinding clouds, so many Banelings, an anti-armor missile on the Hydralisks. Okay, all right, dude, 10 more SCVs die. This orbital lifts it, gets out of there with 85 HP, but it's 66 SCVs that have died so far. This is an SCV apocalypse, man. Yeah, if you're at 7 drones down to 66 SCVs killed, 18 minutes against Serral, you're not happy. But Maru's like, I'm not going to tap out. Screw you. I'm not doing that. So anyway, So YouTube was like, hey, person, random individual. I'm not going to say the name. I don't want to like dox anybody, but random individual who entered this song into our copyright database. Cool. We'll go out and find any videos on here that have used this song and copyright strike them. And I was like, what? That dude does not own the song. I got the song from bensound.com back in 2016. This dude does not own it. YouTube doesn't care. YouTube will let anybody do put anything into the copyright database, apparently. So frustrating. So I'm going to dispute all of them as another huge League Baneling attack comes in. This has been the game of just 87 Banelings showing up in your face, causing you to have a terrible day. But guess who has Adrenal? Serral does. That's why he's winning. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Serral, the 7th base, is under fire now. So getting this thing sniped would be interesting. Yeah, he really wants to snipe it, but Serral's defending it so well. I mean, what's stupid about this, too, is that this is old StarCraft 2 videos from, like, again, 2015, 2016, that nobody's watching anymore. Like, I'm not getting any ad revenue from them right now anyway. But it's the principle of the thing. I'm so mad. This person put a song they don't own into the copyright database. Like, I really feel like what would help this immensely is if YouTube just said, hey, do you want to put a song into our copyright database and have us check for it? Prove you own it first. Is that a difficult thing? It's been something that YouTube has been unable to do since they created this whole thing, this whole database, and this whole algorithm that goes through and scans for copyright violations. So yeah, the good news is if you dispute it and the other person doesn't respond to it within 30 days, it gets removed. So I'm doing that. I'm disputing it. I'm using some mean language in the dispute because I don't like this person. Anyway, enough of that. Is Maru going to be able to... I don't think so, man. It's 166 to 84 supply. He's somehow still has a pretty intimidating army here. The Hydras are just too good. The Ghosts. How good are Ghosts? Really good. Oops, sniping some Overseers is good. Serral is trying to retake the 7th and 8th here, but look, Maru's not been able to retake his 4th. He's trying. He's really trying. But look at this game sense from Serral. He's like, you know what I think? I think a command center is heading over this way, so we're not going to block it from... Yes, we are. Okay, but then the Ghosts show up. They're so good against Lings. We just killed 4 drones. And where? Serral taking this left high ground base. Left high ground base. Okay, all right. Serral's feeling okay. Sure, look, he has lost hatcheries today. He's lost 4. And he's had like 3 or 4 of them canceled while they were under construction, so... I always say, once you get up to 10 hatcheries killed as a Terran player, you're gonna win the game. It's just, that's your GG. Serral comes out on top in 22-11, and Maru taps out. Yeah, I was gonna say, these attacks are getting closer and closer to the home base. They started out over here, and then they moved here, then they kind of crept in here eventually. And when that happens, you're like, okay, the Zerg is too close to home. Serral's creep spread today in this game was absolutely insane and crazy impressive. Really crazy impressive. Well done. Like super, super, super well done there by Serral. Excellent game from him. Excellent game from Maru. How many creep tumors did he kill? Let's find out. 861 Lings went down. 73 creep tumors went down. 4 hatcheries, 2 infestors, 194 banelings. Oof, and 13 Hydralisks. The only anti-air in this game was 17 Hydralisks. And Parasitic Bomb, I guess. And maybe Queens? Yeah, Queens have good anti-air. 120 Marines went down, 9 Ghosts. The Raven got killed. Oof, 2 command centers, 2 planetary fortresses. No orbital commands, though. Kept his orbital commands alive. But... yeah, once again, if you can't deal significant damage to Serral in the opening minutes of the game, it is super duper hard to beat him in a TVZ. Maru gave it his best shot, but I don't know, man. Just Serral is too much sometimes. Woof. So 35,000 resources lost for Maru, 48,000 resources lost from Serral. And he still has a bigger bank than Maru here at the end of the game. That's what happens when the income tab looks like this over the last 8 minutes. Maru did not have an advantage in income anywhere in the last 8 minutes of this game. So yeah, economics, StarCraft, they go together. All right, so that is going to be it from me here today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.